US indices traded with swings and traded bearish since the market closure yesterday. Specifically, US 30 has moved all the way towards 41,750 levels, while US 100 has now seen 21,100, 110, and S&P at 5850, the critical support zone. Now trying to recover, trying to bounce back. Can we say bottoming is done? Are we looking forward to a rise and a rally again today? Or the indices are going to crash hard, going to crash sharp today? Yes, we also have the PPI data, which should add on to the volatility here. And how to profit with that, we will see with the help of charts and indicators. This is the second update for the day. This is the only channel to give you two updates a day for the US indices, so that you can not only trade the spot market, trade the news, but also trade the futures with the Asia and Europe session. And this is why subscribe, press the bell icon to get the notifications. Do like, share, and comment, which is a great motivation. Join the free Telegram channel for live market updates, and join the channel membership here on YouTube to support the effort here. Yes, you can be part of the channel Telegram channel signals channel as well. The link are there in the channel and video description. Now let's start. First we look into S&P, followed with Nasdaq, India, and Dow. Watch till the end. Now see what S&P is doing. You can see after every rise it tries to offset with a little drop. I have mentioned yesterday and today as well. See, it is getting a good resistance on the upside at 59.10, and once it breaches the zone at 58.80, we are looking forward to a greater down move. What has happened? We have seen it moving all the way now towards 58.50, 58.48 levels. Yes, this was the resistance, and now this is acted as a good support. So it is very, very important for S&P to trade now below 58.50 levels in order to confirm the next down move all the way towards 58.30 and 58.20 levels. 58.20 is the greatest support it is going to get on the downside. Moving averages, after staying bullish, are now starting to converge, and on the upside now 58.80, 85, which was the support earlier, now should be the greater resistance for it to break beyond. The stochastic rising, MACD sharply bearish, RSI trying to bounce back here. On the 2-hour chart, what's happening on the 2-hour charts after this drop, it is trying to recover some lost ground, and see it has come down towards the 20 period. Now it is very important for S&P to trade beyond 58, 80, 85 zone, and then in fact even if it trades above this 5900, 5910, only and only if you see it is staying above 5910, you should see this as reversal. It is possible rise, retracement, and once it's breakout, it is going to be a stronger move on the upside. Stochastic rising from the bottom, the MACD is still bearish, the RSI is flat here, and on the 3-hour charts when you see it has come down to 20 period, taking the support, trying to bounce back. Whenever it diverges from 20 period, it comes down to take the support. And now very important for S&P to trade beyond 58, 80, 85, and then 5900, 5910 zone in order to confirm the rally here. Yes, it has taken the support. It could give you a breakout with the data here. See, the stochastic here is oversold, trying to recover, but the MACD interestingly has crossed over at the top, and it is right now looking downwards. Whenever you see MACD at such levels, it always tries to erase some of the gains. RSI coming out of the overbought zone. Coming to the 4-hour chart, on the 4-hour chart, similar observation. There was an attempt towards 20 period, it is bounced back. But what I can see here is the lower highs here, and thus it is important. Only buying entry has to be above 58, 80, 85 zone, and then too with the caution till towards 5900, 5910. Only if it trades above 5910, you can just close your eyes, stay bullish from there. Now see, it has just come towards 20 period and bouncing back, which is still a bullish sign here. Stochastic at bottom, but interesting thing is the crossover which you have seen on the MACD, which is now pulling the prices down, and this is a clear bearish indication. RSI coming out of the overbought zone. Coming to the daily charts, now see on the daily charts, I have mentioned earlier, see, it is possible for it to drop towards 58.20. This could become the reversal sign. Also notice it has formed a double top and diminishing bullishness. Today it has started on a flat note. It could continue on the downside. So if you now see S&P below 58.50, you can stay with the shorts. But I'll say it could still reverse and rise. It is not that it is turned bearish, but yes, the chances are there that it could move downwards. However, I'll say uh, right now I will not treat this as bearish, as long as now see the far below levels 5700 and the gap is not filled here. You should not be treating this as bearish. Stochastic overbought. See, MACD, if you look at these levels on MACD, we have never seen on S&P in the last few years. You can see this uh, 2024, you can see 23. Only this was the time in 2022 when it was trading extremely bullish. We have seen such highs in MACD, and now this is trading at the same high. This calls for a little reversal. RSI at top. So looking at this, what I'll recommend first is where you should buy. You can buy at 58.70 two levels, or rather I will say if you can buy at 58 75 76 levels, expect it to move towards 56 80 58 82 85. And if 58 82 85 is taken, 58 96 5904 and 5910 should appear. Beyond 5910 is where it is going to rally high. It is going to move towards 5925 5946 zone here as the next target, and after that 5965 5985 and 8000 levels should appear. 6000 levels should appear. On the downside, where you should sell, I will recommend you to sell here at 58 58 levels. Expect 58 48 50 as the first target zone, and if 50 58 48 50 is taken, stay short for 58 32 58 20. Below 58 20, it is going to deliver a massive down move. 57 95 57 75 and then 57 40 57 50 should be there. Chances for such a great correction appears less. But yes, these are markets. Take your positions accordingly. Let's move to Nasdaq 100. Now, before we move to Nasdaq 100, see how easily we have analyzed the charts and how easily we have found out the levels and the trends. Now, you can also develop this understanding, and if you couple this understanding with the tools and strategies which we have developed, you can definitely increase your winning rate and thus join the 33rd mentorship batch. The 33rd mentorship batch starts first week of June. Here in this batch, we are going to teach you all the tools, techniques and strategies such that you can trade profitably. Connect with me, write an email or ping me or telegram for your queries. Else, if you just want to trade as per the signals, be a part of my signals channel on Telegram, where we capture hundreds and thousands of points and pips every week. Connect with me for your queries, and once you have both these things in place, then it is important to have a broker, a trustworthy broker which offers you a safe free account, lowest spreads, no hidden charges, safer environment for you to trade from anywhere in the world, easier transactions and easier withdrawals from across the globe. You can find the recommended broker link also in the channel and video description. Now look at the hourly charts for Nasdaq 100. See, Tech 100 here has moved towards 50 period trying to bounce back. It is very important for Tech 100 to breach this zone, that is 21 300 330. If this is taken, then you can say this is a breakout here. Else what you can see here, see it has breached the support zone here at 21 150 160 and now head lower, and now once it breaches 21 100, we are looking forward to a move which is going to take it towards 21,000 and 20,900 levels, the next target zone. In fact, 2760 cannot be denied. But see, stochastic has come to an oversold zone. The MACD has also traded sharply bearish. It could potentially reverse from the current levels. RSI rising, which is also a good sign for the bulls. Look at the 2-hour charts. After the drop, it is trying to bounce back. It could potentially erase the losses from this candle, which means it can move towards 21 280 300 zone. And if it trades about 21 330, that's a reversal. But you can see the divergence here on the 2-hour charts too much, and thus it calls for it to show a pullback. And hence, if you see it is staying about 21 150 160, you can sell and then wait for 21 100 to be taken for a greater correction. The stochastic at bottom, MACD bearish, RSI is flat here. On the 3-hour charts, what has happened? Yes, a move towards 20 period. Now see higher lows, it could still reverse. I'll say till towards 21 240 250, the chances of reversal will be high here. Once it breaches 21 240 250, expect 21 280 21 330. Beyond 21 330, no looking back. The stochastic has dropped here. The MACD has crossed over here at the top, trading with divergence and bearish, looking downwards, staying bearish. RSI has just come out of the overbought zone. On the 4-hour charts, also similar observations. See couple of straight bearish candles. It is still room for further drop towards 21,000. Be mindful of this. Stochastic has dropped. The MACD has crossed over, which is again a bearish line. And this appears that it might continue here on the downside for a while. The RSI has also come out of the overbought zone. Coming to the daily charts. Now see, pretty clear that at least till towards 21 330, the chances of staying bearish will be high. Now see this diminishing bullishness for 3 candles, and thus the current candle is turning red, and now once it trades beyond 21 100, you can expect 21,000 20,900 and 800 levels as well. Now look at the moving averages. These have crossed over here on the buy side, looking upwards, though it is staying in this bullish channel. But see, the moving averages are now far below, and thus it can potentially move towards or approach towards filling the gap or towards 20 period here. So this is a quite important observation. It could potentially, if it trades below 21,100 and 21,000, we can look forward to a greater correction. Stochastic overbought, MACD at extremes here, and the RSI is overbought. So looking at this, I will say till 21 280 300 330, you should not be Nasdaq is bullish. Potentially beyond 21,330, there is no looking back as well. I do not expect it to break this, but yes, if it does, it is going to move towards 21,360, 400, and then 21,500. So yes, you can buy 21,240, but then 21,280, 270 first target zone, 300 the next, 320, 330 the third. If these levels are taken, stay bullish till 21,360, 400, the fourth one resistance, and then 21,500 will be the next targets. On the downside, the selling entry has to be below 21,150. Expect 21,110, 100 as the first target. 21,040 is the next, and then it should move towards 29,80, 29,10, and then 2800 levels here. Potential exists. Take your trades accordingly. Let's move to Dow Jones. US 30 on the hourly charts, moving averages crossing over here, trading with divergence is staying bearish. It is very, very important for US 30 to trade beyond 41,950. Now 41,950, 42,000 should be a greater resistance zone. As long as this zone is respected, you have to be careful with the buys here. See, the stochastic is overbought, while the MACD after retracing sharp has now crossed over at the bottom, which is a good sign for the bulls. RSI coming out of the oversold zone. Coming to the 2-hour charts, see a reversal sign. The resistance from 20 period pretty strong, and thus now we have to wait for 41,950 and 42,000 levels to be taken in order to confirm a further up move. Now, as I shared earlier, till 42,200, 250, it is not to be treated bullish. Beyond 42,200, 250, then you can confirm that US 30 is reversing. The stochastic rising MACD has hit the bottom here, trying to converge crossover. Wait for this to crossover. RSI is still at bottom. Coming to 3-hour charts, similar observations. See support from the 50 period trying to bounce back. Now on the downside, it has to now trade below 41,800, 760 zone, and then we can see it moving towards 41,650, 600. And once it trades below 41,600, it is going to deliver a massive crash here. Yes, the stochastic is rising while the MACD is still bearish, and the RSI is also trading bearish. Coming to 4-hour charts, see after trading this formation, it could bounce back, but I will only recommend a buy it now 41,950 levels. Yes, things are oversold, but still having room for further drop. Coming to the daily, on the daily charts, notice it appears that it is trying to erase the gains from this candle, and thus it is possible that 41,600 can be seen, and once it trades below 41,600, it might try to fill the gap here. Now see, moving averages crossing over here after a long time, it's a good sign for the bulls here. But what we are seeing here for US 30 is this as well. See, drop, retracement, and now looking downwards. So once it starts to break here, once it trades below 41,600, you can expect that this is the beginning of the correction here. The stochastic looking downwards, the MACD is extremely bullish and RSI is dropped. So looking at this, the buying entry now should be above 41,930 levels, where you can expect 42,000, 42,060, and then 42,000. 150, 200, 250 till 42, 250. Do not trade this as bullish. I think it is going to get a fairly strong resistance towards 42, 200, 250 zone if at all it starts to move upwards. On the downside, you can sell here at 41,840. Expect 41,800, 41,750, and if that is taken, then you can expect it to move towards 41,600 potentially. Below 41,600, we are looking forward to a greater correction on the downside. Take your trades, take your positions accordingly. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Join my mentorship batch and signals channel. Reach out to me for your queries. Join the free Telegram channel for live market updates and the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Thank you. Have a great profitable trading day. Thank you.